Tinder Off, Gaslight Edition by Rehab Room. Never seen this, never heard of it, we're gonna watch it together. What does that mean? Here's the description. A case study into why you should never seek advice from the average Joe. Still don't have context? Cool, let's watch the video together and figure out what's going on. What does that mean?
The amount of gaslighting men are subjected to is crazy. And what I am about to show you is a prime example of that. You know, this is something else, man. It just goes to show you how you can never take people's word at face value. Today I'm gonna show you guys two different cases from the Tinder subreddit. And the difference—
That's a beautiful picture. Let's just admire that for a moment there. Oh man. It's pretty rough out here, huh? Whoa.
subreddit. And the difference in responses these two guys get is gonna make you take the looks pill once again. And you are gonna say, oh, I took it already, man. You know, you are gonna take it again. Trust and believe. Looks truly shape who you are by creating a gigantic feedback loop. The first case is this. Peep this. He made a public post on Reddit saying he can't get any matches no matter what he does. I mean, it is really no surprise. He's easily sub-5 in these pictures. I want to talk about the responses he got, but before that, when you look at this guy, he's easily sub-5. Like, he's very overweight, so he doesn't have any facial bone definition, even if he got those bones. Assuming—
God damn, really getting into the biology thing of this. I don't even necessarily disagree, because I've said this in a lot of my videos. Looks are a mandatory prerequisite to anyone even considering to get into a relationship, or even grant you physical intimacy. And yes, it's grant, especially as a dude. You have to be the one that puts yourself out there. You have to be the one that proposes an offer. And then, if you're a straight male, of course, then it's to women. And since women are very stringent, at least when it comes to their choices, at least they're stringent in accordance to the stuff that they define to be important. They're not actually stringent. You'd be surprised at how much simp behavior there is when it comes to women and the dudes that they like. It's pathetic. But dudes like this, that's why I keep saying it's like, it's not about who you are. It's not about what's on the inside. It's not about it here. It's not about your character. It's about just mindless garbage, biological attraction. That's it. The very fact that looks are a mandatory prerequisite for anything else afterwards to be even considered entirely negates the prospect of like romance and intimacy and love being about connection and about substance and depth. It's not about that. Romance isn't even about love. It's not even about, like, relationships aren't about love. It's just mindless garbage where you have to make somebody feel a certain way, and that's the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. So the people who tell you that like it's about, oh, I love him for who he is, or I love her for who she is. No, it's all garbage. It's just crap you make up so you can make it seem as if like your stupid biology is like more meaningful than it really is. The only meaning your biology serves is for the sake of existence, for the sake of survival, right? And now we've caught into a point in civilization which, you know, we can speak and interact and do things further than just like go out and kill animals and consume their flesh. It's become a little bit more nuanced, but we still, you know, are attached to our basic primitive habits, tendencies. Yeah. Sub-5, goddamn. Oh man, even if this guy were to lose weight, do things in a different way, try to change up his pictures, he'd slightly increase his chances versus other people who could just, the right pictures, the right physique, the right looks. It's a joke, man. Humans are animals.
those bones. Assuming he got any bones. Brutal. But yeah, assuming he got bones. Then, when we analyze his facial aesthetics, first, he has a very noticeable negative canthal tilt. 2, he is balding. These 3 are his biggest and most noticeable features, flaws that make him automatically a sub-5.
Girls, that's Emma from Roscommon, but tell us, are you turned on or turned off? Shocking. Oh.
No, nah.
Relax. Relax on the buttons, will you? Get off them. 23 gone. Still 7 girls remaining. Emmett, I'm going to go out there and pick a fight on your behalf. Are you ready?
Go for it.
You stay here, where it's...
That's still, like... I've seen one where all of them went red. I've seen the show before. That's not bad. Given the standards. Given the standards women look for. Standards. Because you use the term standard, and that implies like something more that's like built on something concrete and not just stupid arbitrary emotional garbage. But like that's still that outcome. What was that, like 6 or 7 out of however many? Damn, not bad. Some degree of a chance, but it's stupid.
Get off them. 23 gone. Still 7 girls remaining. Emmett, I'm going to go out there and pick a fight on your behalf. Are you ready?
Go for it.
You stay here where it's safe.
Okay.
I'm going to... And talk to Nadine. Nadine, what happened?
He kind of looks a bit old and he's baldy like me dad and... No.
Okay.
Well, her face is round and she's got a little bit of chub. She also has a Karen haircut, so she looks like she's like 20 years older than she really is. Dude, you just gotta fire right back.
Shannon, lights off for you as well. I'm doing my best for you here.
It's just the hair, the lack of... I'm sorry.
But then
You also look like a grandma, and you got chubby cheeks. What do you have to afford, other than just judgment? Fire right back. Get them right back, baby. You gotta get as petty as these petty creatures.
But when we further analyze his face, it looks like he has additional imperfections as well. It is very hard to judge from these pictures alone because he's very overweight and these pictures aren't ideal for analysis. You need pictures taken from proper angles for the most accurate ratios. I mean, this picture comes close. I have run the numbers for some of his basic facial ratios, and it seems that on top of those 3 major flaws, he also has slightly low facial width to height.
Also, you just shouldn't use dating apps if you're a dude. Those things are catered towards women. They have a bunch of endless amounts of options. Dude, even someone like me, if you consider me conventionally attractive, which, I mean, I don't know, I consider myself slightly above average, and it's still not good enough. If with the times in which I approach in real life, those will net me a considerably higher degree of success in my personal experience. But even still, I don't really do that because it's like, especially in this time and place, especially in a place like America, it's just the culture and the people. Just no. My advice, try to find a better place with better people who are less superficial and garbage, right? Because you could do so much to improve yourself, do the best you can, afford all sorts of stuff, and then still not have to be good enough. Still get rejected by some like fatty or something. The level of ego around here, especially when it comes to women. I mean, the people here in general, yes, but especially the women, because of all, I guess, the opportunities that have been afforded to them with the smallest amount of effort. It's a joke. It's insane. So, I just in general advice, don't use dating apps. And if you're going to use them, expect crap like this, because even if you looked a little bit better than this guy, you're still not gonna. It's still gonna be incredibly difficult, and you're still gonna get an incessant degree of mindless garbage. And what are you putting in all that effort for? Refining the way that you look, improving yourself as a potential prospect, putting yourself out there, getting rejected over and over. What are you getting as a result, even if you do succeed? A mediocre person who's most likely a fraction of your quality, especially given the effort that you had to put in and the lack of effort they had to put in. I remember there was one girl, isn't the best looking, doesn't matter. We compared stuff, right? I showed her my Tinder. I was like, hey, check this out. 3 matches in a couple months. She had dozens and dozens, and she isn't the most sightly looking person, putting it in a nice way. And she had a bunch of dudes reaching out to her. It's like, her biggest problem was, oh, I don't know how to start a conversation. Oh, I don't know how to respond. Oh, wow, that must be so hard. That must be so difficult. And you're still complaining about your relationship garbage. Oh, nobody does this particular thing for me. I mean, people still do this thing. They just don't do it in this particular way that they want. While I disregard how men get absolutely nothing. It's insane. Yet, as an experiment, and also to try to find trans women, I tried Grindr in a day. Dozens and dozens of dudes reaching out. Multiple dick pics. It's like, all right, you're the forwardness, it's pretty gross in that context, but the point is that I'm using to reflect this is that, like, if you're attracted to men, in the Western world, a place like this, you're going to have a way easier time when it comes to at least getting interactions with people. You're still going to have to deal with relationship bullshit. That's inevitable. But like I say over and over again, men have that additional hurdle of getting to the point where they can deal with the same problems that your average woman has. If you were a gay man, you'd still have the relationship problems, but you'd at least still be getting interaction. You'd still be having a further degree of an outlet of intimacy. It's crazy, man. It's insane. All those dudes reaching out. I was asking them, I was like, hey, man, what's your experience on this dating app? I'm straight, by the way. I'm looking for trans women, but what's your experience? Even still, the thirstiness, my God. oh, oh, you're so cute. Oh, it's like your dick. Oh, I'll wear a wig or something. Oh my God. Like, even though I wasn't pushing it towards that, they kept pulling it in that direction. It's so much easier if you're into dudes, just in general, at least around this part of the world and through my experience. It's a joke. It's insane. But let's see what this guy has to say about this guy's facial composition, which I do agree that physical attractiveness isn't entirely subjective. There are objective attributes to it, such as this, the facial composition. Let's hear more about it.
Height, chin to philtrum, and nose to philtrum ratios. That is what's wrong with it. Not that he's doing anything wrong, but
Damn, you're really getting scientific on this bitch. Lower full face ratio, nose to philtrum, bigonal, bizogomatic, chin to philtrum, nose to the ES ratio. My God. How about mine? I don't have a strong enough jawline. Is it the way that I cut my hair? Is that what's going on? Man, this sucks, man. Gross. Not to say that what this guy's doing sucks, just he's trying to understand. And, I mean, given the outcome of this guy's experiences, I bet you he's not entirely wrong. It's just, yeah. It's really hard to take humans seriously, given that we're just animals.
but rather he's looking wrong. That is the problem. Again, it is hard to accurately calculate and judge from these pictures alone. He's very overweight, I mean. We truly don't know what he would look like with a single-digit body fat. Funny thing is, he could actually look worse after losing weight. I can see it. Losing out of weight could emphasize his facial height, chin to philtrum and nose to philtrum ratios. I couldn't say his face would look 100% better if he lost weight. By the way, I just noticed this myself, and it is brutal, guys. Trust and believe, it is brutal. I want you guys to take a second and choose the dagger picture among this. Which one of these pictures makes you go, oh hell nah? Like, I thought he was in 30s. He was in his 30s before I paid attention when I was making this video, bro. No way you graduated from high school in 2020. Ain't no way. Nah, ain't no way he's 19 years old, 20 years old in these pictures, bro. And that is assuming these pictures are taken very recently. Ah, hell nah. This is very heartbreaking, man. His hair makes him look 20 years older. Brutal. Talk about hair pill. Here we are again. He's 20 years old. And his hair already decided to be a passport, bro. His hair decided to be a passport, bro, before him.
This guy gets the context. He's saying his hair receded before he did. His hair left the country before he did. Which, dude, that may be your best option here. Leave the country, go to a different place, date women abroad. You'll have a better. I bet you'll have a better percentage chance of an outcome. You'd be surprised. It's definitely one of the reasons. That's one of the side. I made a lot of videos about this. Here's one, right? I speak of passport bros. A lot of stuff on my channel like that, but. Different places at different standards, different people have different ideas towards things that are conditioned by the culture. And America is a prime example of the absolute worst, the grungiest of cultures, making people the most grungiest of people. It really sucks. But hey, not all hope is lost. Find a way to make some money online, not even that much. That's the other great thing about leaving or living abroad. Your dollar goes considerably farther and you could live a higher quality life with less money. So, hey, it's not all. There is an answer, even if what this guy's saying is entirely true, which I can kind of agree with some. I don't know when it comes down to the nitty gritty, the specifics of the science. I mean, there might be truth to that. I have no idea, but there is a way. There's always a way. You just got to figure it out and you got to work towards it.
At that point, you are better off just shaving it, bro. Like, this way he looks way older. Like, even hair transplant might not be an option for him. Because not only he's receding on the top, but on his sides his hair looks very weak as well. There might not be enough hair on the sides to make a good recovery. I mean, this is tough, man. I mean, it is no surprise he doesn't get any matches, but his looks really are not what I want to talk about in this video. The main topic is this. The responses he's getting. This is why you should never ask for advice from in real life people. They will just gaslight you to death. Look at these. Get rid of every photo. Maybe keep the bottom left. You look bored and agitated. Get a photo of you doing something or being somewhere. And when he does that, you know what the next excuse is gonna be? Oh, that is not exciting and cool enough. Oh, you gotta take a picture when you are bungee jumping while holding the NFL MVP trophy at the same time. It is gonna be excuse after excuse to not tell him the real reason, which is his looks. Another one. Yeah, the bottom left seems to bring out his best qualities, at least more so than any other. Insult disguised as a compliment. Mirror is still dirty. Bro, these people are crazy. Oh, it is the mirror, sweetie, because the mirror is dirty. These people are fucking crazy. Yes, clean the mirror.
I appreciate your honesty. Honestly, I get shit like that too. Oh, just change your pictures. That'll improve your chances. Oh, just do this in a particular way. Show people the dating app. They're just like, no, these pictures. As if they know, they understand what it takes. Just like, no, you're all just making up shit because you don't know anything. You're in the same exact boat I am. You just want to come off as if like you give a shit and that you have like some type of valid advice to give anyone who's asking for that, to help them with it, instead of just being real. It's like, oh, maybe you're just not the best looking. Maybe you just shouldn't be using dating apps. Improve the way that you look, approach people in real life. It's considerably harder, but I think your chances would be improved exponentially. Granted, it is also a little bit more risky. Because, you know, if you approach a girl and she doesn't find you attractive, it doesn't matter what you do or don't do. If it's wrong or right, they're going to think that it's weird or creepy. And you're going to face humiliation and judgment. It's just, yeah, just don't interact with these people. Don't put yourself out there to people who are, like, just parasites, right? If you're approaching a woman and she insults you for putting yourself out there, it's like, I can't really say bullet dodged because, you know, it kind of sucks missing out on that type of thing. But still, what are you getting for the effort? For putting stuff in? Oh, wow, somebody, a judgmental piece of shit who's a fraction of my qualities, the qualities that I've afforded to myself as a result of my work ethic and getting myself to a point where I can actually put myself out there. In that context, bullet dodged. But yes, you do get to miss out on a little bit of... But, come on, if you're the one doing all the work, there has to be better shit out there as a result of your efforts. There has to be. But you just gotta find it. It's not easy, and people make it more difficult than it needs to be, because people suck. But let's keep going.
Clean the mirror, and then retake the picture. Bro, mirror ain't gonna do shit. I can tell you that much. No mirror for your face, bro. No mirror for your hair. These people are clinically ill. Nobody's being honest with this guy. Another commenter. Please, please, please shave your head. Yo, he's begging him. He's begging him to shave his head. That's how repulsed he is by his looks. I am not gonna lie, that hair looks brutal at age 20. Brother, what are we doing? Like, it continues. It is not a good look right now at all, dude. It is not a good look at any time. I love how this Redditor sounds so passionate. It's almost like he's triggered by his subpar looks. Your chances of getting a match will go up a ton if you just do that. I mean, yeah, I am not sure about that. I am not sure if he's gonna get a match if he does that, but yeah. Another one says, I would get rid of the high school photo, to be honest. Nobody should be turned on by a high schooler on Tinder. Oh yeah, for sure. Females get turned on by 40-year-old men instead. Oh, it is because of your high school, sweetie. I mean, it is crazy. You go ask for advice from normies, and you are gonna get gaslighted into the 5th dimension. What am I reading? I am mind blown. Another one. Less selfies, more smiles. No offense, but you look kinda miserable in most of the pictures. Definitely get rid of the school pic. You probably look best in the mirror pic, but the picture itself is awful. Mirror pictures are not great in general, but if you are gonna do one, at least clean the mirror first. Again, this mirror cop. Oh, clean your mirror, man. These guys are mentioning literally every single meaningless detail, but the real underlying reason. Another one. You need more active photos. Show photos of you being outside, doing your hobbies, enjoying things. At the moment, it is just a slideshow of face pictures. With a smile, perhaps. You go through an ocean of BS comments like this before you finally see a real one. You have to go all the way down to finally see a comment that is not utter BS. My man, if you follow every single advice in this thread, you will go from 0 matches to 0 matches. Exactly. 100%. No offense, but everyone in this sub is gonna gaslight you to death. When you will get zero matches after shaving your head, like everyone suggests here, Reddit will say, then it is your bio, bro. Change your bio. 100%. The only thing that would help is losing weight, like a lot. And you could still get zero matches like before. Exactly.
That's definitely one of the things that makes me say, like, experience really is not a reflection of whether or not you do or don't know something. Just because you were experienced or inexperienced has no bearing on whether or not you get the opinion right. I bet you a lot of these people who are responding, they may be in relationships. They may have acquired something. Acquired, I use that term loosely, because you don't earn that shit. You don't get it from, like, working and being better. It's just mindless, arbitrary garbage. But just because you've been through something doesn't mean you know why or what it really means to have been through that thing. You have to interpret it properly. You have to, like, observe. It's like a lot of these people, if you were to ask them why they have the opportunities afforded to them, they won't be able to give you, like, an intelligent, quality answer. Oh, it's because I did this the right way. Oh, it's because I have these certain qualities. Oh, it's because no, you're just making up shit because you want to come off as if, like, you do know things, because coming off as like you do know things makes you feel things that are good. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I have an intelligent, reasonable understanding of how reality and humans interact with each other. It's I know what's going on. You should listen. My feelings, me, oh, that I like that. I like the feeling of feeling like I know what I'm talking about. It's a joke. I do like this though. Like, sometimes you get an honest opinion. Even if you do lose weight, like, a lot, you could still get zero matches. Yeah. So lose the weight, keep trying, delete all your dating apps, and go out in real life. But don't, if you're an American, which this guy probably is, just don't date these people. These people suck. It's their culture. It makes them, like, just superficial, vain parasites. It's not worth it. That's why that's what makes the passport bro joke so funny. It's like, dude, your hair left before you did. Maybe you should follow where your hair went. You'll have a better time. You should still lose the weight though. I mean, that will definitely make it a little bit easier, right? I noticed when I lost, because I used to be really fat. I remember when I lost weight, it still wasn't good enough. Women would hold eye contact with me for longer on the street. And you could tell when people are attracted, but, like, even though somebody's attracted to you, that really makes no difference. That's one feature, which is a mandatory feature, to a bunch of other things you have to also get right in accordance to whatever the shit this other dumb person finds to be important. It slightly changed the way that people treated me. People were a little bit nicer to me, from what I gather. They were more receptive, slightly, but even still it wasn't good enough. And it's funny, right? You still have to do all these things, and for what? For somebody else who doesn't even have to do a fraction of the shit? So that you can play into their frame and make them feel certain ways about you, so that they could feel that you're qualified for them. What about them? Oh, right, it's a one-way street, right? The dudes have to do everything while the girls just sit and receive, and then be made to feel like, being useless is valid. Made a short video about this girl, some goth girl, who was just saying some stupid shit, as usual. Come on, you can't really expect me. She was like, oh, I won't date a guy who has a bad fashion sense. And I made fun of her. I was like, what? Do you consider a bad fashion sense? You consider a bad fashion sense to be anyone who doesn't take their inspiration from Cartoon Network? Because she looked like fucking Raven from Teen Titans, which is still kind of a compliment. What if I went to something a little bit more degrading? That probably would have been way more funny. But it's funny because people immediately were just like, oh no, she's a queen, slay. I respect her. I respect your roast, but she's a queen, slay. I'm like, for what? Why? All she did was say something and then expect something from someone else, and now you're over here doing this. She's worthless. She's useless, and she receives praise for it. She's a thing that people can attach emotions to because they've been told to attach those emotions to her. It's a joke. Like, fuck these people, man. Screw these people. And it sucks how, like, that means so much to people. The intimacy, it's just a part of your biology. If that's just, unless you're somebody who doesn't find any interest in that, which, bullet dodge, baby. It sucks. It's like a drug. And it's a drug that requires coordination with other people. And since people are stupid, it makes it incredibly difficult and inconvenient. So, like, a lot of the women that reject me, a huge amount, I am more attractive than them physically. I'm more intelligent, more capable, I'm more articulate. I'm more ambitious. I have much more going for me. I have more passions, and I do more with my existence. But they think I'm not good enough for them when they can be like a fatty. And I'm okay with fatties, depending on the way that it looks, right? If their proportions are desirable to me for whatever reason that I still need to figure out. But it's a joke. It's insane. The level of ego. And for what? A lot of these people are worthless and useless and provide no value in return. They just expect stuff from you. So, but hey, at least, you get one honest take out of all the gaslighting on the Reddit post. So just don't go to Reddit. Try to figure things out on your own terms. Do research. I mean, clearly the person who made this video did research. He tried to understand how humans work and the way that we interact with each other. And now he's reacting in accordance to it. So that he can gain a degree of, a measure of control, some degree of control, just through understanding that would affect, and you apply your understanding to the way that you react, that gives you some further degree of, input in your environment, instead of just flailing and not knowing what's going on, which is most of these people who are responding. But let's keep going.
This guy is the only one keeping it real. If he goes shaves his head, cleans the mirror, cleans it again, and then again, takes pictures while doing stuff, then they will say, oh, it is your bio, sweetie. Anything and everything to not admit that the dude is simply not good looking, not physically attractive. And in today's messed up dating market, he doesn't stand a chance. That is the cold, harsh truth. But nobody's gonna give it to him straight. His best option, honestly, is Southeast Asia or Latin America. In my opinion, he should join his hair and become a passport bro.
Yeah, dude, this guy's fucking on it. He just said exactly what I just said. Dude, your best chance to get the hell out and go to a place that isn't as garbage as this. Wow. Nice, good shit, dude. Good video, at least in regards to that. But, another thing. You think that lying, not you, the people in the Reddit post, you honestly think that lying is going to make it better? Really? Like, lying is contributing to the evil in the world. If you refuse to acknowledge the harsh truth of stuff and you pad it with a bunch of delusion, you're ironically reinforcing the status quo of suffering, because you're just not willing to help him acknowledge the truth, which gives him some grasp to be able to understand and take advantage, or to learn, or to improve himself in accordance to this thing. You lying, it's more so of an emotional thing it's a selfish emotional thing that these people are doing to make themselves feel better at this guy's expense in the long run. It's disgusting. If you gaslight people like this, go fuck yourself, honestly. Be real with people. You think that being delusional is going to make it better? Yeah, you think that because of your stupid ass feelings. Your feelings don't mean shit. What should matter is reality and the way that it affects people and how we can come to terms with it and embrace it and accept and then take advantage of it to try to do something about it instead of just living in this fantasy world of garbage that makes things even worse for everyone. Yeah, screw all the people who responded with the gaslighting on this Reddit post. Screw all those people. Just animals, man. Which I thank you for this video. You're keeping it real.
Hair and become a passport bro. Like the way things are in the West, he could lose all the weight in the world, shave his head, and he could still get 0 matches. That is being real with him. And in contrast, this guy also posts on the Tinder subreddit, and he gets women and redditors swooning over him. Look at the responses he's getting. Someone who doesn't leave their home much will love this, trust. If you do that though, they will tell you to touch grass. Oh, I would swipe right, gravity falls, yay! But if it was you, weirdo, go get real man hobbies. No woman likes a man-child. If the first guy took the exact same pictures and said, I can't get a match, what's up with that? They would go, oh bro, no surprise bro. Your picture is just lame. You are not as funny as you think bro. You are too nerdy. Your pictures just tell women that you are asocial bro. Go touch grass dude. Who likes asocial man? The same BS reasons, when in reality the only reason is his looks. This guy doesn't have the failures the first guy has. He's not fat, he has got good hair. Hair pill is brutal, man. He doesn't have the 3 main flaws the first guy has. If he's receding, which I believe is the case by the way, but he hides it well, if he is, by brushing it forward. Gives the impression of full hair. You can only hide a certain degree of Nordwooding this way. If you are receding too much, it is gonna be obvious. In his case though, it works. 30 years old. A decade older than the first guy, but he looks 10, 15 years younger than the bald guy. He would absolutely clean up the dating market in the United States, especially in the multicultural states. Guys, trust and believe, I know how ethnic women think. Ethnic females absolutely love this type of blonde man. Meanwhile, the first guy would probably have to go to Southeast Asia or something. Guys, make no mistake. Forget about this nerdy trying to be funny pictures. If these guys traded picture styles, the results both men get on Tinder would be exactly the same. Then it would be all, oh, you are not nearly as funny as you think you are. You are a lame dude, go touch grass. Oh, that is because you are giving off asocial vibes, bro. The same BS you have been hearing since forever. I mean, the amount of BS men are subjected to is crazy. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this real quick. Never seek advice from the average Joe. Feel free to send me more content like this or whatever you want me to talk about. My email is in the description, and till next time.
Cool. Thank you for being real. And it's funny how we landed on some of the same things. Yeah, go abroad. Yeah, it is your looks. People are lying to you. Shit like that. Good shit. Cool. Nice video. Go subscribe to that guy. Thank you.